Hello, welcome to the show. Yeah, I've been really ill. It's April as well. We're supposed to be in spring, and I've had a bad virus. Well, pretty much most of my family's had it. The family who I live with anyway, had a bad ear infection as well over the past day. I've managed to unblock my ear though. There's actually no pain now. I was in a lot of agony, and I used an wheat bag, a hot wheat bag out of the microwave, and I pressed it up against my ear and it managed to clear it. Put some olive oil in my ear, drank plenty of tea, and the infection seems to have cleared up a little bit. It's still a bit tender, but still got a bad throat though slightly. Not as sore as it was, it's just my voice is a little bit compromised, but we'll get on with it the best we can because this is the what I've watched for April. I'm a little bit late with this one. I normally try to do it at the end of the month, but not too far off. So we'll start with the first. So it seems like a long time ago now, all these watches do, but I watched the Needful Things for the first time, the Stephen King adaptation. I haven't got the 4K. I watched a media book edition that I have, and yeah, I thought it was great. Brilliant performance from Max von Sydow. Good story, good characters. There's some other good performances in there. It's from 1993. I was going to pull it up and have a little look. Yeah. Amanda Plummer, she had a good performance. Ed Harris, of course, he's normally good, and he did well as the sheriff of the town. Yeah, strange little film about this guy basically playing on people's dreams and selling them dreams, and then it creates this sort of like loop of wrongdoing that the townsfolk do to one another. Really cool one though. I'll read the synopsis. It says, a mysterious new shop opens in a small town which always seems to stock the deepest desires of each shopper with a price far heavier than expected. Yeah, brilliant film. Buy now, pay later. Give it 4 out of 5. Needful Things, first time watch. Loved it pretty much. Good Stephen King adaptation. That weren't a waste of time. Did a couple of viewers' choices. Had the last 2 this month. Watched Brain Dead. Gave that 3 out of 5. Not too bad. Bit of a strange one. Bit all over the place. Delving into the mind and the psyche. Bit ambiguous, like whether things are real or aren't they. And it's very got a lot of dream sequences. Starring Bill Pullman and Bill Paxton. So both of them are in there. Performance from George Kennedy. Yeah, I didn't mind it. Gave it 3 out of 5. It was okay. I've got some more thoughts about that on the channel if you want to search for it. Brain Dead from 1990. One that's being released by Arrow next month, is it? In June? Bit of a forgotten slasher apparently. Slasher thriller from 1995, and that's Mute Witness. Arrow are doing this, and I thought, yeah, I don't know whether to actually pre-order it, but then it popped up on Shudder, and I was like, great, it's getting released by Arrow, and it popped up on Shudder, and I can safely say that this is one I would definitely pick up in a sale. I don't think I'll go for the limited edition as I've just seen the film recently, but I'll definitely be buying this in a sale. So when it goes down to about £9, I'll pick this up because this was really good. Set in, I think it's set in Russia, is it? Yeah, Moscow. Yeah, set in Moscow. I've made a few notes on it. So this is what I put on Letterboxd. I thought I would check this out as Shudder have recently added it. Having never heard of the movie before, I didn't know what to expect. It's full of little twists and has some good slashing action. The location of Moscow added a great deal, and the film overall had a dingy, dark look to it. It's also part comedy, which worked well. The physical comedy was amusing and there's plenty of blood and violence. Yeah, it's about this crew in Moscow making a slasher film and a snuff film, and then there's a slasher film, and then in the same studio a snuff film's being made, and these Russian gangsters basically go after the filmmakers trying to get their snuff film back because it's been hidden, and they're trying to obtain it. Plenty of good action, bit of violence, some good gory bits, some good fight scenes, bit of physical comedy. Yeah, Mute Witness. I gave it 3.5 out of 5, so good one from 1995. Apparently it's a bit of a lost film. So if you're thinking about Mute Witness, either check it out on Shudder, or I will personally say it is worth a pick-up from Arrow. I won't be picking it up on release date. I'll be waiting for a sale for it because I've just watched it. But anyway, as you know, I'm doing the fan footage compendium. It's imminent. I'll be doing that ASAP. So I'm watching a bunch of fan footage films, and I watched on the 3rd Alien Abduction from 2014. I had seen this one before, so it was a rewatch. Pretty solid. I remember it being okay. It has its problems. It's not the most compelling film, if you will, but it's definitely a good one. And worth a look. It's got some good abduction scenes. It's about this family camping in the middle of nowhere. Come across a tunnel with a bunch of cars, abandoned cars. Then suddenly they realise there's something extraterrestrial going on, and the aliens come after them, and the dad gets abducted. They the rest of the family take refuge in this guy's lodge. He's trying to help them. He's going out looking for his brother, this guy, and it all goes down, and the aliens are just trying to abduct people, basically. It's fan footage, pretty good, solid. Alien Abduction, yeah, worth a watch. Watched an Adam Green film again. This was a rewatch. I do like this one from 2010. Frozen. Yeah, this is quite an interesting concept. So, a group of three, this guy and his girlfriend and his best friend, have gone to a skiing resort. They basically want to do one last run, but they have to go on the ski lift all the way up to the top of the mountain and then ski down. They want to do last one while everybody else is finished. So they say to the guy, you know, I know you've finished, you've closed the slopes off now, but can we just give you a backhander, basically, some money, and you let us go up one more time on the ski lift, and then we'll come back down, and when you see us, just shut down then. So he agrees to that. Suddenly, they're on the way up on the ski lift. They're not meant to be up there because the last people have already come down, so they're just getting a bonus run while nobody else is up there. And the guy who's meant to be manning it and running things, one of his colleagues comes along and basically says, you know, something wrong with your wages or something to that effect, and the boss wants to see about time off and the wages and things. So he gets distracted and forgets. The other guy takes over, and as this group are going up for their one last run on the up the slopes, the guy sees another group of three come down, and he assumes that was them because he didn't speak to them. The other guy just told him about it. So he closes it down. They're on the ski lift going up. They start shouting, and they start to realise as time goes on that they're trapped up there for a week or so. A whole week. It's been shut down. The lights go off. A lot of carnage, you know, and they're trapped on a ski lift basically really high up in the air, and they can't get down, and it's freezing cold. They're going to freeze to death. Really tense film. Good like contained horror in one location. A bit of a spoiler alert, but there's one of the guys decides to jump, and like he goes for it and he just snaps his legs, and you see the bones come through and everything. You see the bones come through and everything, and then as he's bleeding with his bones hanging out and his snapped legs on the ground, the two at top, they see the wolves come, and the wolves just tear him apart. And then the film goes from there, and these other two, the girlfriend of the guy has been eaten by wolves, and his best friend have got to try and find a way down, basically. Really tense thriller. Good film, Frozen. It's from Adam Green, who did Digging Up the Marrow and the Hatchet series. Yeah, really good. The Ones You Didn't Burn, some witchcraft movie I watched on Shudder from 2022. I gave that 2 stars out of 5. Another found footage from 2023. I hadn't heard of this one before, but I stumbled across it and I got hold of it. And it's Frogman. Really interesting. It's about the legend of the Frogman. Half man, half frog mutant guy who lives in the woods. There's some occult dealings going on. This group are trying to figure out what's going on and who is the Frogman. The Frogman makeup looks pretty good, to be fair. There's a scene where his massive tongue wraps around somebody's body and drags it, and that looked really cool. Yeah, good fan footage film, Frogman. I do recommend checking that out if you ever get a chance. It's not bad at all. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. A rewatch here on the 8th, Beavis and Butthead Do America from 1996. Beavis and Butthead are so much fun. I love the original series. I weren't so keen on the sort of 2011 relaunch series, and I think they've relaunched again on Paramount Plus. Watched the latest movie a couple of years ago, Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe. Thought it was quite good. Similar notes to Beavis and Butthead Do America, but this film's fantastic. It's lots of fun. Beavis and Butthead up to the typical antics, trying to score, being idiots. They're completely dumb as hell, and they're just a joy to watch. I really enjoy that one. 4 stars out of 5. Seen that a few times now, but I watched my DVD of that out of my Beavis and Butthead set. Really good. Wicked Ones, generic slasher I picked up from Wild Eye Releasing on Blu-ray. Yeah, it weren't great. Bit boring, bit slow. Low budget, but not charming low budget. So not so bad it's good, just so bad it's bad. That's the Wicked Ones. It's a sequel as well. Got the new Borderlands Blu-ray set from Second Sight. Watched that again. Seen it before. Good film. They end up in the belly of the beast, I assume, at the end, at the climax of the film. They've gone. These people have been sent from the Vatican to investigate some strange happenings in a small church in a tiny little isolated village in the UK, and weird stuff's happening, and they're investigating. It's pretty good. I like the Borderlands. Good fan footage film. 3.5 out of 5. Exposure. Watched that on the 10th. 3 stars. Kind of okay. About this couple. The guy picks up like a mutated infection and turns into a monster basically and terrorises his girlfriend. From the Visual Vengeance line, I watched Heartland of Darkness. This was pretty good. Low budget stuff. If you know Visual Vengeance, it's shot on video. 90s, 80s, low budget trash cinema. If you want to call it cinema. Really bad movies, but quite charming as well. This one's from 1992. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. And basically, it tells a story about this journalist who's just moved into this town. The priest has got a cult, and he's trying to take over and summon evil and the devil from the beyond, basically. And he's quite wacky. He was the best thing about the film. Linnea Quigley's in it as well. Horror legend Linnea Quigley. She's pretty good in it. She's the priest's sort of like sidekick, ally, whatever. Yeah, not bad. Another fan footage that I watched on, which I got on digital, quite cheap. So just thought I'd go for as many fan footage films as possible while I'm building this compendium that I'm going to be doing. So The Cutting Room, it's a British one. Thought it'd be absolutely atrocious. Heard it was atrocious. I kind of thought it was okay. So these people are doing a student film, this group of young students. They're trying to uncover where this girl's gone. She's gone missing. They find this weird building deep in the woods, and they start getting terrorised, and they've got to figure out where these girls have gone missing. The Cutting Room, I gave it 3 out of 5. From what I've read, a lot of people think that film's terrible. I thought it was half decent. That's The Cutting Room. Creepypasta from 2023, basically a film based on some of creepypasta legends. It had its moments. I gave it 2 stars out of 5. It's quite a recent one. It wasn't a physical media pickup. I watched it online. This is what I wrote for it, so this is my view on it. A predictable mixed bag. I'll give praise where it's due, as I thought The Monsters and Bogeymen looks good. It's an anthology with a wraparound story. Most of the tales involve a monster or entity pulling people under the bed or into a closet. So things get repetitive and predictable, and that about sums up my view on it. That's what I wrote on Letterboxd. Another fan footage, rewatched The Tunnel from 2011. This is an Australian film. Gave it 3 stars out of 5. My rating went down a little bit when I first watched it years ago on DVD. I gave it like 3.5, 4 star even. It's gone down to 3. I do like the film. I do think it's quite a good claustrophobic, like contained horror movie set underground in tunnels, basically. It's alright. This group of journalists and go down there. They're making a documentary. They're trying to uncover what's going on, and they come across some pretty terrifying discoveries. It's alright. I like The Tunnel. It's a good fan footage film. Solid, but I don't love it. Another fan footage I watched, Phoenix Forgotten from 2017. I gave this 2 stars out of 5 because it wasn't that good. However, as boring as the film was, it's about basically alien abduction and UFOs and UFO sightings. This girl, when she's younger, she's at a party and a UFO flies over. Her brother goes investigating later on in his years and goes missing. She's trying to figure out where her brother's gone, if he's been abducted or whatnot, and she's trying to figure out what the government are hiding. She's making a film. Things pick up at the climax of the film when her and her crew are out in the desert and they start seeing strange lights and hearing weird sounds, and UFOs come and aliens come and pick them up. It's an okay found footage film, but I would say it's lower tier for me. But the last 30 minutes are quite good. So if you can hang in there with Phoenix Forgotten, the last 30 minutes are quite enjoyable. It's a found footage film about UFOs and alien abduction. But it's quite different to Alien Abduction, which I spoke about earlier. I did the final viewer's choice for the month. I watched Ju-On the Grudge, as voted for by you guys. I liked it. I didn't love it. I didn't quite get why it's like heralded as like one of the greatest Japanese horrors. I suppose it's very good. I gave that 3 stars out of 5. I will watch the other films though, and I will watch. I'll go through the Arrow set and see what I think. Picked up The Beast in the Cellar from 88 Films on the Tygon collection range. Didn't like it. Boring. From 1970. Normally do like the old 70s films myself, but this was boring. Yeah, 2 old ladies going on for ages. There's a look at the poster. See if I can pull it up. There you go. 2 old ladies banging on for about 45 minutes, and a bit of the nurse comes along and there's this animal on the loose, and yeah, it was alright. Anyway, another Visual Vengeance, the best one I've seen from Visual Vengeance. It's complete trash, but shot on video trash from 1991, but it's so much fun. Slaughter Day set in Hawaii. So if you're thinking about getting any Visual Vengeance titles, I'll vouch for Slaughter Day. That's the best one I've seen. I give it 3.5. It's about these 2 guys taking out their friend. They own a construction company. One of their friends has got the Necronomicon. He becomes possessed by demons and he's going after them, and they're trying to fight him in Hawaii. Lots of silly fighting. Some good special effects for its budget. Some shit special effects for its budget. But it's fun. Fun as hell. I rewatched Alien from 1979. And really enjoyed it. First time watch on 4K. Gave it 5 stars out of 5. Yeah. Everyone knows Alien normally, and I thoroughly enjoyed it on 4K. I thought it was a nice looking 4K. Enjoyed the film. Looking forward to watching Aliens on 4K. I'll probably do that soon. I keep saying that, but I haven't got around to it yet. I keep watching other things instead. Watch Hell House LLC Origins, the Carmichael Manor again. I really like this film. That came out last year in October. 4.5 stars out of 5. Hell House. Go watch the series. It's on Shudder. Watch all 4. They're really good. 2 and 3 aren't as good as the first one and this Origins film, but, well, depending on your taste, but I don't like them as much. But watch the franchise, Hell House. Check it out. I'm not going to say too much. Just, it's found footage, mockumentary horror. Really creepy. Got creepy guys in clown suits. It's got a story that's woven. The story's woven together throughout all 4 films. I thought the Carmichael Manor was going to be some sort of like spin-off, but it gets interwoven. The story completely is woven together beautifully. Really connected. Yeah, go watch the Hell House franchise. Another found footage, The Conspiracy from 2012, about this group of guys who what do they do? They meet this guy. They're making a documentary about this guy who's into conspiracies. You know, the whole like elites puppeteering governments and controlling the world, and through financial systems and puppet governments. They're trying to get to the bottom of things. The old guy goes missing. They take over the investigation. They come across this club called the is it the Tortoise Club? Not Tortoise as in like Taurus Club or something. Let's have a look, because I'm being stupid. The Tortoise Club. Yeah. I think it's called the Taurus Club, or Taurus or something, like a bull. Is their logo. Excuse me. I've been really ill. Have some sympathy. I forgot what the club was called in the film. Basically, it's the film's version of that sort of Bilderberg Club that was supposed to be a thing like years ago, where the most powerful sort of like influential people, politicians, business people, leaders would all meet up behind closed doors and have sort of like this weekend together where they'd discuss policies and things like that, and things they're going to implement through their nefarious dealings. And so it's a bit like, have you heard of Bohemian Grove? It's a little bit. It's like that. Basically, these guys end up. I think it's called the Taurus Club or something. And one of the guys ends up going. He meets all these elite people, per se, and yeah, it's got quite a good ending. So The Conspiracy is definitely worth checking out. I like it. It's basically like Bohemian Grove. These guys end up in a kind of Bohemian Grove like setting, if you know what that is. I won't go on too much. I don't want anybody coming after me, kicking down my door and dragging me away in a sack in the middle of the night. Anyway, I watched Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, also known in the UK as Harold and Kumar Get the Munchies. Fun comedy, stoner comedy. Yeah, I've seen it before a few times about 20 years ago. Yeah, it's pretty good. From 2004, 3 stars out of 5. Watched the Shudder original, Late Night with the Devil. Yeah, good film. Good mockumentary. Set on this late night show in New York called Night Owls. You got the host, Delroy, I forget his name now. And yeah, he's basically got a bunch of guests on. Yeah, this illusionist comes on, and she basically swears that this girl is possessed, and things just take a nasty turn. It's got a really good ending, really dark. I won't give too much away, but it's got a 70s aesthetic, set in the 70s on a show called Night Owls. It's made to look like the actual show taking place. I got kind of WNUF Halloween special vibes from it. It didn't have the trailers like that film, and it is a better film than WNUF, but I got that kind of vibe, you know, because it's set on Halloween and stuff. Check it out, Late Night with the Devil. I keep calling it Night Owls. I'd have called it Night Owls. I think that's a better name for it, because that's what the show's called. But yeah, Late Night with the Devil. It's on Shudder. It's getting a release from Umbrella as well on Blu-ray. A lot of people talking about that one at the minute. It's gained quite a bit of traction, and it is good. Got the Basket Case 4K. Watch Basket Case again. Basket Case, hell of a time. Give it 4 out of 5. Loads of fun from 1982. Crazy little movie from Frank Henenlotter. And the last one for the month, I watched The Driver on 4K from Studio Canal. Gave it 3 stars. When I was watching this, it starts off in a garage, and it reminds me of that old game Driver. Does anybody remember Driver on the PlayStation, on the PS1? And yeah, he starts off in a parking lot, and it's like that. You can see films, it's a possibility. Now, I'm not saying this is fact, but it's a possibility that films like Drive got inspiration from this film, The Driver, and the game Driver probably got inspiration from it. That one's probably a bit more bang on the money. But yeah, you get Drive vibes in this, you get Baby Driver vibes, the game Driver vibes. It was alright, a little bit slow, weren't as good as I thought it would be. There's a fantastic police car chase at the beginning when he's being the getaway driver and he's trying to get these robbers away, these thieves who have just done a heist at a casino. The police are coming after him, he's dodging the police cars are crashing into things and flipping over, and it's a great scene. Best scene of the film, the first cop chase. That's all my watches for April anyway, so yeah, I gave that one, The Driver, 3 out of 5. I just thought the rest of the film was quite boring. It weren't bad. It's directed by Walter Hill, who did the fantastic The Warriors and Southern Comfort, which I haven't seen yet. Anyway, that's my watches for April. So I did run through this a little bit quick today because I've been really ill, so I just wanted to get the little podcast done. That's what I've been watching, and yeah, I think we'll leave it there. And I'm going to go and try and recover some more because it has been quite a long one. I didn't think I'd gone 23 minutes. Yep, look out for more content. There's going to be an unboxing in a couple of days of a new release in the UK. Can you guess what it is? And I'll give you a little clue what I'm gonna be unboxing. Now, it's not The Crow. I haven't picked up The Crow. I didn't get The Crow Steelbook. I'm getting The Crow on 4K, but I didn't get the Steelbook. I weren't too bothered. I do want it on 4K though, and I will get it. But it's not The Crow. So what did I pick up and what am I going to unbox? If you listen to this podcast for its full duration, have a think about what I might unbox if you're interested. That's the clue. It's not The Crow. But it's a film I've always wanted to watch and I've never seen it. And the other edition of the film, which is a Region A edition, goes for very large. It goes for a large amount on eBay and places like that. I think it's out of print too. Yeah, so unboxing of that coming in a couple of days. Thanks for listening anyway. Have a fantastic weekend, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.